4 brownie points to David.
Well, he can guess if he bids 4, he's going to hear 4 spades almost the whole time. And then he'll have to bid 5 anyway, so he thinks he'll cause more of a problem by going straight there.
Exactly, I agree with you. Now, let them make the final guess. Do they want to double us, or do they want to bid 5 spades?
It's a situation where North-South need to know whether a pass would be forcing from North. Not that clear at love all that it would be. Depends on the exact meaning of 3 clubs. You see, it is alerted as that pass, so it must be a forcing pass for them. We've got a very good view graph operator today who's noted that it's been explained by North to East, his screen mate, that his pass is forcing.
Yes, I agree. Now, do you think South should bid 5 hearts now, on the way to 5 spades? Depending on what 3 clubs showed. Did it show hearts or did it show a spade race? If it didn't show a heart, if it didn't show hearts, I think he should bid 5 hearts now.
Why is that? In case there's a bigger fit in hearts than spades?
In case there's a slam. There could be a slam on when partner makes a forcing pass.
Well, North knows, in fact, that his partner is short. He can imagine that 5 diamonds is unlikely unless he had a 5-4 fit. So he knows about the void diamond. That's part of the reason why he's passed. I mean, North knows, really, that they must be cold for 5, doesn't he? Because he's got no losers in the minors. And he can really expect his partner to have 2 good cards in the majors, so he can almost bid 6 on his own hand. I don't know if he would want to defend. I think he's making a forcing pass, so even if his partner does double, he can now bid 5 spades, and that would be invitational.
Yep. Partner doubles now. He can bid 5 spades. That's a slam invite. I think he'll pass it.
Still, I think South was right to double rather than to bid 5 of a major on his hand.
Can they make a slam? They need 2 diamond roughs, right?
Well, the defenders may get a heart ruff.
Yes. They can take a heart ruff. And they can also play spade. I suppose. But then he only needs 1 rough. He can get 1 diamond away on a heart. So this is a slam invitation. Yeah.
You see, North there had 2 choices on the previous round. He could double to say he didn't want to go on. He could bid 5 spades. Strongest of all, make a forcing pass and then pull partner's double. So in actual fact, with the singleton heart lead marked, I would say. Not much point leading a diamond, and the club is very dangerous. They will have done well to stop in 5 if 6 is usually beaten on the singleton heart lead.
Well, East also has a singleton spade, so he may still be able to make slam, even on a heart lead.
Ah, I see what you mean, yes, oh dear. He wanted the ace of hearts there, yes, how unlucky.
Can actually, if he plays one round of trumps, he wins in hand and plays the king of spades. I think the only lead to defeat the contract actually is a trump. That enough? Spade to the ace, spade. Yeah, he has 3 losing diamonds in his hand. He can get 1 away on a heart, but he'll still have to rough 2, and he can't do that. Yeah, singleton trump will defeat it. Isn't that strange?
Hello, gentlemen. Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
Gad. We're talking about
Hi.
slam, of course. No defense to 5 spades.
So, we're going to have to wait until the results start coming in to see who's going to get all the imps on this board. May not be that clear. Are you getting an updated Barrow-Rama picture or not, or is it still showing the previous session, which is what I'm getting?
Yeah, I still have 22. This is board 23.
Maybe Mesba did show count on the first round of clubs to let partner know he had 6. So that's interesting, isn't it, that he roughed the 3 diamonds because he didn't want to expose himself to a possible diamond loser when he played on trumps. Good thinking.
Yep, he is going to take 12 tricks. Very interesting to see how many will be in 6. I may have to actually shut down and go to the front page of the official website and click on running scores again to get to board number 23. Let me try that.
Right, it is now working just on ordinary refresh actually. I've got board 2 up.
Yep, and I've got 24 up. That is board 2, yes. And we can click on board 23 to see what happened at the other table. Let's have a look. Two pairs and 6 spades making. Still a few results missing. Some in 5 diamonds down 3, doubled down 3.
Well, it's showing me board 24, but I've only got numbers 1 through 22 above it to select the board I want to look at.
All right.
That's the
But
same problem.
Yeah, I have them all up now. So 4 pairs, 4 spades plus 2 on board number 1. 1 pair, 4 spades plus 1.
Well, I went to the main.com site and then asked for the scores, and I still get the same problem.
Try to refresh from there, David. Maybe you'll get to 24 then.
But did you see I was in between on the 4th or 5th place? He's now 19th. Must have had 4 unbelievable bad last boards.
It's not working, is it? His
Now
score is
it's
shown
working.
as plus 303.
I have in 16th place. One of Trump on 12 high cut points, I'm asked. Yep, they play a strong club system. So East was limited here when he opened 1 diamond.
Oh, there's a fault in the system because here is showing.
Back. Sorry, we just pressed the button at the same time. Sorry, David.
Zero is shown next to bottom with a score of plus 303 imps, so that makes no sense at all. It's something wrong.
Absolutely. I have the same as you, David. They are second to last with a plus score of 303. You're right.
Yes, I saw it now. It can't be right.
Now the score is
Three pairs.
I'm told. Let's have a look. Sorry, David, over to you.
Just saying, three pairs bid and made six spades on the first board. One of them doubled. The rest managed to keep out of it.
Yeah, we have Sia and Builder in fifth. Interesting lineup here. Divoire Madala against Divoire Madala. Do you think they'll win it? Lovely.
It's an amazing gap between the first two pairs and the third pair of about 300, and remember that's worth a lot more in the final with fewer pairs playing than it would have been in the qualifying rounds. 100 is the top score you can get, and so they're 3 whole maximums ahead of third place.
Mm-hmm. I had the pairings for the first two rounds. Tryon sent them to me early this morning, but I don't have anything for the third and fourth. So we just have to wait and see which pairs we're getting. And surely one of these two pairs will be replaced by some other pair.
Well, do the pairs that we have in one direction rotate 90 degrees before moving on? Haven't been following that because maybe they just know that Madala and Dubois will switch and they're waiting to see which pair comes into the empty seat.
That happens at table 11. It did this morning, but not at table 8 and 10, and we are at table 8.
Is it right that the first session this morning was 10 boards and the second of 12, which has given us a bit more difficulty in matching the BBO board numbers with those on the Barorama?
No, we had 12 this morning, and then 10, 10, 10. So first
Exactly. The first round was 12 boards.
we had 12, yeah. Second 10, third 10, fourth 10. Ah, things change now. Lucier, it's actually Lucier, I missing, playing with the Tissier, ES missing at the end. No room for that. Never mind. Never mind the missing I in Norse name.
On board 2 with 12 points opposite 11, 3 pairs attempted, 3 no trumps, all going 1 down.
We may see a get silly auction here. Two clubs from west now, I expect. Yep, either natural 11 to 15 or any 16 plus hand.
Doesn't that leave Dubois with a rather awkward bid?
It does. It does. He can't bid two diamonds. That would show 8 plus high card points. He can't really bid two hearts, which would be 4 to 7, but with a doubleton heart. So he really has a problem here. He can bid two spades, which will also deny...
But he also can bid three clubs, or not?
No, he can't. Two spades, you see. Completely artificial, denying 8 high card points and denying two hearts. Can never be natural because he has denied spades already when he bid a no trump.
So there's no reason why three diamonds should be forcing now, is there?
No, I agree with that. Three diamonds will obviously show the 16 plus hand, but not forcing. You are right.
Suppose he might risk three no trumps, but that's a bit dicey. I mean, knowing partner's only got one heart, it's a bit risky to bid four diamonds and just assume you're going to find a fit there. But although partner didn't bid a spade and has only got one heart, so there's a good chance of a diamond fit.
Yep.
See, not playing Gazilli, you would rebid three diamonds, and then East would probably bid five diamonds then.
I think this is a sensible auction when you play Gutzilli. But can he make it? King of spades on, but what about the hearts? Can he set up the hearts? They're not friendly. And the ace of clubs is offside as well. So the king won't stand up. Trump 3-1. I think this will be a struggle.
The early results are five diamonds down two and six diamonds down two.
Yeah. Just too much to overcome.
Imagine if some players find their way to three no trumps on a spade lead and the spade queen wins. You've got 5, 6, 7, 8 then, and you need to set up a ninth trick somewhere. Possible finesses in hearts or clubs, which are both wrong.
A Grosvenor. It was actually. He could have let the 10 run.
Now I'll try a cross rough, of course.
Yes, but it won't work. Because South is going to over rough soon.
In 3-no trumps, if South does play a club and South gets in and plays another spade, North will have to decide whether to unblock the jack or not. In fact, it's Declarer who has the 10 and not South. Diamond and Platnick are the only pair to go plus so far. They were in 3-no trumps and made it. Queen of clubs lead.
That's a good effort.
It's already worth 66 and will surely be worth the maximum 100 by the end of the round and end of the board.
Now, Trump return will defeat it. He can also just retain the 10 of diamonds and play a club. And then he'll be able to over rough the 8.
Now I must hope that 10 of diamond is with North to make his contract.
Yeah, but even then he has a problem. Because the hearts won't be set up.
No, if the 10 is with the North, he's home.
Cross rough.
Oh, sure.
Exactly.
Four pairs in 6 diamonds, 4 in 5 diamonds.
All going down, of course. We didn't see what he did, but he probably roughed a heart with the 8, over roughed by the 10 and a trump return, right? And then he would still have a heart looser for down 2.
Yes, and if South couldn't over rough, he would have returned a trump back if he had one to stop Declarer getting 2 roughs.
Two plus and 1 heart by West now showing spades. East will bid a spade. East will often have a 12-14 no trump on this auction. Sound contract. And perhaps the limit, where you must lose 2 diamonds, 2 hearts and a spade.
Kibitzer is making an interesting point on the last hand that maybe declarer shouldn't ruff a heart with the 8, because if North has the missing higher trump, he's safe to ruff high and go back and ruff the next heart with the 8. And that will still make the contract if the other trump honor is with North. And it'll save him an extra under trick, is that right?
Yeah, looks right. I think they'll gain a few imps, not many, but they'll get a few imps by stopping low here in 2 spades. I think that is the limit.
Well, you shouldn't get any higher on those values, should you?
No, you may argue that you shouldn't. But I know some people would upgrade the East hand to a strong no trump.
Goodness me, well that's poor evaluation. King, Queen, Jack, Bear and 2 unaccompanied queens and 4-3-3-3 shape. They deserve to lose points.
It's more downgrades than upgrades.
Well, I'm asked, is it worth passing 1 spade as west when you know 2 spades will be passed out? Well, it depends on how many spades 1 spade shows. If it shows 3, I think you should raise to 2 spades. And the reason is that you don't want them to get in cheaply if you pass 1 spade. So I would always raise to 2 spades if my partner guarantees 3 spades. But my partners don't. I play 1 spade as 2 or 3.
Or what is East meant to do if he's got 15, 16 points with, say, 5 clubs and 3 spades? I mean, what's the maximum point count for 1 spade?
Well, if he's unbalanced, he could have... Normally you should have a weak no trump now, balanced stance, 12-14 or 11-14.
Yeah.
With 15 he can open on the trump or no?
Yes, if balanced. He may not be balanced, you know. He could have 6 clubs and 3 spades and 3 of a red suit and a singleton.
Or some sort of 5-4-3 hand with 3 spades and 5 clubs. I mean, there might still be a game on. I don't know what he's meant to do otherwise. Say he's got 15 and singleton heart, something like that.
So, how many tricks did he take? 8? That's what he had.
Yes.
So meanwhile, Buras and Narkewicz is on 3rd place.
My page stopped with board 24. So I suppose I have to shut down again and go to the front page and get back there. Let's see. Yes, I have to do that after each round. So 26.
And a bad result from the Irish pair. They played in 200 trump -1, losing 36 imps here.
All right. Netherlands against France now. I don't think these pairs are in contention. Let me have a look.
Gosh, one pair got to 3 no trumps on the last hand. It's unbelievable. Cost them an absolute bundle.
Palot and Toffier are in 6th place. Prize money for the first 12. If you want to read about prices, money, auction, whatever, I have a link to today's bulletin where you can read all about it. 1 second.
Palot and Toffier were the guys fortunate to be handed 82 imps when their opponents attempted 3 no trumps on the last board and went 3 down.
So on page 11 in today's bulletin you can read all about prices, the players pool and the auction pool.
So South resisted the temptation to bid 4 spades, hoping a partner could bolster up his minor suits with a negative double at that high level. Now he's got a second chance. Cards lie quite shockingly for him in the main, apart from the ace of hearts, but still that looks like the right action from his hand.
Well,
because they lie
doubled. Mercifully undoubled.
Because the cards lie badly for him, they lie very, very well for East-West. And they would have done okay probably in 4 hearts on that lie of the cards.
Yes, and they have 800 against 4 spades. But who had a double of 4 spades? Maybe West had.
Well, partners King Jack of clubs are very valuable over the Ace Queen in defence to 4 spades. West had no idea of those. Just had on the face of it a preemptive raise at favourable from partner.
I don't agree with 1 down. Say you exit a heart. How is the declarer going to escape for down 1? Isn't he still 3 down?
Early results, they're allowing 4 hearts to play, and that's been made 3 times out of 3.
Okay. David Edwin. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Yeah, I agree with 3.
But he stops now.
So we know for sure that David Edwin doesn't use jib.
I don't think you have to use jib to see that it was 3 down on this layout.
Always helps.
Oh, down 3. Never mind. I don't think we have the most experienced operator at this table. It went 3 down, and you'll see it on the results page soon, unless something strange happened, because it was 3 down.
Well, we can say it wasn't obvious to double 4 spades on the West cards, but not doubling is going to cost them quite a lot of imps, and a lot of players would have doubled. He had really 3 certain tricks in his hand, 2 aces and the king of spades, and his partner might have had another one, so you can say that you know, the worst it's going to be is 620 going up to 790, and if they're going off, particularly if they're going 2 off or more, then a double will be good. So I'm not saying I would have doubled, but certainly you could have thought about it.
It is scored as down 3. It has been corrected in movie as well.
It's probably cost him about 100 imps to not double.
Two clubs is the game forcing relay. 2 diamonds shows a minimum. So what do we have here? Two certain diamond losers and a heart loser. And that should be it for 20. I expect to see 420 at all tables.
One pair went one down in four spade. I'm just looking for a way. How is this gonna happen?
Oh, I see. You think he roughed a diamond low, so he got over roughed by East 9, because that is the only way to go down. You need to rough a diamond.
Yes.
But even then, if you don't, clubs are 3-3. So you can make it without roughing a diamond.
Yeah, you don't know they're 3-3, so you've got to rough a diamond, but they would rough high, surely.
Yeah, it's a blind spot. If you actually did rough low, it must have happened.
Yes, if you're a club player, it's a stupid mistake. If you're an expert, it's a blind spot. I think we've discussed this subject before.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is a silly mistake. So, of course, we can't be sure. Maybe there was a revoke, whatever. All we know is that one declarer went one down.
Now two declarers.
Oh dear.
And this happened to Budas Narkovic. They were on third place, so it could be very costly, this mistake.
Every time a new spectator joins the table, I'm asked to post the link to running scores. Now, I can understand them, of course, but it would be nice if they would save it, at least. Or at least some of them would. Because I'm getting the same question from people who asked me earlier today.
Well, it's almost unbelievable that anyone can go down in four spades, isn't it? How can that be happening? Queen of Diamonds lead. They take 2 rounds of diamonds and switch to the King of Hearts. Why is he not going to rough high?
And why is he not going to rough high now? Why hasn't he roughed high already? Well, he has to decide if spades are 4-1 or 3-2, right? He may not be able to afford to rough high if spades are 4-1.
Ah, I see. Sorry. Yeah, of course. He's roughed high on to stop an over rough in hearts. Oh, well, that's what the answer is, isn't it?
That's why 2 declarers went down. They roughed low. We're seeing the same here. It's not as silly as it looks, because it's much, much easier with all cards in view.
Yes, he thinks it's more likely that trumps are 4-1 then that diamonds are 6-2 that way, and that the 9 is offside. So that is in fact playing well with the odds, isn't it, to ruff with the 7. So you need to be a good player to go down on that board.
So the leaders coming to this table now, Ulansky and Vainikonis, representing Lithuania. Muti and Solari not in contention, but it doesn't mean that East-West will get 2 good boards now.
Well, who can tell me something about this East-West pair?
Well, I can tell you that they have been on the Lithuania Open team for many, many years, at least 12, because I remember that they played together as a pair for Lithuania back in Malmö, Sweden, in 2004, the European Championships. Ulansky is from Poland originally, but he has represented Lithuania for at least 12 years. We also know that Vainikonis is a sponsor. I'm sure you know that as well, David. He's been sponsoring Fischer and Schwarz from Israel, among others, but particularly that pair. Can't tell you more. Sorry about that.
Wow, it's amazing. They're over 300 imps ahead. Rosenberg tells me that he always responds. I suppose he would have bid a diamond, but I don't believe him if he says that.
I wouldn't. I would have bid a spade. But I would have responded.
What a game all. Playing Cavendish, that's very brave of you.
No, one spade denies a four-card major for me, David.
Why does that mean you respond on a 2 count?
Exactly.
But I do respond light when I play transfer responses to one club.
I have some extra information about the players. Nikonis played first time for Lithuania in 1993, so that's 22 years ago. Wolanski played many years for Poland, first time in 82, where he was on the Polish junior team, which won the European Championship. 93, he played for Poland Open team, and from 2002 and forward, he had played for Lithuania.
So I was wrong. I said 12 years, and it's actually 13.
Well,
1 year
thank
off.
heavens that has been clarified.
But I would also get to 3 clubs, David. I would have responded. Would go 1 club, 1 spade, denying a 4-card major. Partner would be 2 hearts, natural reverse. And now I have a method to get out in 3 clubs. I'll bid 2 no trumps, which is a transfer to 3 clubs, and I'll pass that. Are you impressed?
Not particularly, because it requires North to bid that way despite having so many points, and to assume you got nothing.
He has to bid 3 clubs. He shouldn't be concerned or worried about what I have. I'm just asking him to bid 3 clubs. I could have various hands for my 3 club for my 2 no trump bid. One of which is that I'm extremely light for my response.
So 2 high card points is the lower range where you don't pass Roland.
Well, not a crime.
So you're welcome in the rubber game.
I'm not going to play this system. I'm not allowed to play those methods in the rubber bridge, Gerhard, and you know that. So obviously a rubber bridge I would pass.
Yeah, but if you've got 4 or 5, you're going to bid the same way, and then with 21 you might make game.
Sure.
And even if your 2-no is transferred to 3 clubs, then I expect North to break the relay.
He's not allowed to.
If he's not allowed to break the relay, then you are not allowed to bid on 2 high card points.
Why not? It's on the card.
Oh. It's
Very
like a
light
controlled
response.
site.
It's not. It's on the card. Very light responses to 1 club. That's full disclosure.
Very light is 3-4, it's not 2.
Well, 3 clubs is a very good contract, so they've done well to get to that. One pair managed to stop in 1 no trump. Make that on the nose. If it goes 1 club pass pass, West will double for takeout. North may redouble. 1 spade, pass pass, 1 no trump, something like that to get stop in 1 no trump. The spade game we saw before, where there was the risk of trump promotions, was made 5 times and went down 5 times.
Blank. King. Play. Almost 300 ahead, east-west at this point.
The 3 top-ranked pair are now placed 3, 4 and 5. The order is Bilde Sia, Helge Mohelnes and Boris Nakiewicz. But the 3 pairs are almost level. Between number 1 and number 2 there are 300 imps, and between number 2 and number 3 another 200 imps. And then the 3 top ranked, I say top ranked because it was the 3 pairs sold for the highest amount, now 3, 4 and 5.
Usually when you redouble you've got short.
That's the risk.
Usually when
You first, David.
Alright, nothing special. I'm just saying that usually when you redouble you're short in partner suit and you're wanting to double at least one of the suits, 2 of the suits probably that they may run to. But the east hand is a little bit of a problem for responding to 1 spade unless you reserve a particular bid for it. So unusually on that hand you would start with a redouble and then bid the spades. Not quite sure why he's double two diamonds, that's a mystery. See, that's a really weird double of two diamonds one. Yeah, certainly he's got a decent spade fit, redouble, and then if you like, just bid two spades. That's what some people do with so many losers. He's already shown a 10 count or so. It's a good way of describing the hand.
Sorry to say, but I 100% agree with you, David.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm wrong though, Peter.
Well, Manicon is fearing 4 hearts to his right after the double, but he knows that they have a double fit. So I think he should go for game.
If my partner bid that way, I would expect him only to hold a doubles on spade.
Maybe he'll bid 3 hearts now.
Some South players would have bid 3 diamonds over the redouble. It's a preemptive bid, and on ace queen 10 to 6 in an unbid suit, I think that's right. He's bid 2 diamonds and then bid 3. You can cause more problems by going straight to 3 diamonds.
After 2 diamond pass, I would have jumped to 3 spades on the east hand, which would show that hand very well. 3 card spade and about 11 high card point. If I was stronger with a 3 card spade, I could just have bid the game. So doubling and bidding 2 spades for me for sure is a doubles on spade.
So West thinks East has 3 hearts.
If I was Sherlock Holmes, I would tell and write down on a small piece of paper, my partner's pattern is 2, 3, 5, 3.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. I think East has misbid his hand here. I think redouble is fine, but after that, he didn't bid his cards well.
Now after the redouble, he proved that he's the sponsor.
How many in game? Let's have a look.
Only 3 in the moment are in game. 1 go down in 4 hard. -2.
Yes, 1 down in 4 hearts, 2 making 4 spades. But Peter, he must be a pretty good sponsor. I mean, leading the Cavendish pairs with just 12 boards to go.
As I said this morning, when you're playing a final with only 42 boards, it's almost like to buy a lotto coupon.
But first you have to reach the final.
Now, guys, if you're all coming back for the last set, then we're still 4. And shouldn't we actually go cover 2 tables instead? Because the risk of talking over each other is so much greater when we are 4 at the table. I think 4 is too many.
I agree with you, absolutely.
As he said last night, I prefer a threesome.
Is there only one more set today, Roland?
Yes, there's one more set, and one more set of the Cavendish. And then it's all over. The Americans here are 3rd, and the French pair 9th. Some would enter with the East hand. Yes, I agree, with a multi perhaps. 2 diamonds to show 6-card major. And if East doesn't, some West would come in with a double perhaps to show 4 of a major and a longer minor. And then East-West will get to 2 clubs.
I half thought I'd seen Bessis playing the 2 diamond overcall on a 6-card suit, but he is red against white at this form of scoring. That's a bit risky.
Yes, but maybe West could get in after pass-pass. If they have a method to show this hand top. Maybe they don't.
The killing defense now is almost impossible to find. It's the queen of clubs. But East could play the three of hearts to the king, and West could shift to a small club. That would do the work also. East knows that his partner has a singleton spade for sure. So North's distribution is 4 spades and 3 diamonds, and then either 4 hearts and doubleton club, or as it actually is. And East also knows he has to do something very active. If he don't, the Clare will have 3 diamonds, 3 spades.
The 8 of clubs was not good, because that will block the suit.
Yes, but they still have a heart and there the defense just lost the club trick. 2. Now North is squeezed. If he discards a heart, West will have the rest of the trick, so he needs to discard the Jack of Spades, and then East can play a spade, and partner will take the last 3 tricks for down 1.
Well, West won't have the rest. He has to give dummy the last trick with the 10 of hearts, but the contract will go down.
So far 7 pairs in 2 spades, down 2 or even 3. Only at 2 tables North was passed out in 1 no trump, one making and one down, as we see here.
See, they've got close to game values here. Maybe not so easy to bid at that.
No, very difficult, because West won't break the transfer, and then East would pass to spades. Unless they break the transfer with a maximum and 3 card support. Some do. Some bid 3.
Well, that's the best game, and if he leads a heart, that'll give a 9th trick. So that could be very expensive for the Americans.
Good. So this is the last board of the penultimate set. Last set scheduled to start in 20 minutes. Half past the hour.
Well, everyone's in game so far, only just 3 results in. Spades going down, no trumps making.
Don't know how he got 10 tricks, but made it, he did. Thanks everyone. Back in about 18 minutes.